Hello everyone. We're doing another, well, I'm doing another photos in hand laying out page kits. And this one here is the Grand Twins, and this is Aiden and this is Alexandria, and this was their first St. Patrick's Day, and they're about half Irish, and so and the other half is probably, let's see, German, and then there's a little bit of something else, but I can't think of what it is. But anyhow, so I've got these pictures. I just think Aiden looks totally like a leprechaun to me, so I thought I'm gonna do it leprechaun. And I went searching through my stuff, and I have like nothing that was St. Patrick's Day except for these stickers. And so it's like, but then I had one page from the Calendar Girl by Bo Bunny, and it was Calendar Girl March. And so anyhow, it was a cut apart sheet. So this, I'd already cut it apart, so I just laid it out like I think it was put together to show you guys. So anyhow, I brought in this because it would work with that. So I'm just kind of gathering everything that I think would go. I had this scrap paper, and I have one more of these, and it must be layered in my stuff because I don't know what I did with it. So I've got these two pieces. I've got this paper that I'm not even sure where it's from. Let me see if I can check on the back. I didn't think it had a marking on it, no. But it's got little tiny clovers on it. It's really cute. So I've had that for a long time, and I probably have used that on their aunt's picture once. And so I've got this. I decided to pull in this photo play, and it's called Tweet Tweet. It's got birds on the side, or birdhouses, but I want this paper because I like how these all look together. And here's the Calendar Girl paper. It looked like this. It was all cut apart. So I have just went ahead and cut them all apart. So I'll just leave them like that for now, because but I thought this is what I have. I thought I'd see how many pages, because my daughter has taken a picture of them every St. Patrick's Day dressed Irish, or in the green, and her shirt says, "Irish, I was a bit taller," because she was so tiny when she was born. But she hates it when anybody calls her tiny. But anyhow, so I'm gonna do both their pictures, and they'll both be pretty much the same. But I'm gonna use these, and there's one big one and one little one. So I'm gonna cut it apart. Probably one person will get the rainbow, and I'll go through my stuff and find a rainbow someplace else, so I can do that. So that's one I'm doing. Well, actually that will be two, but they'll be the same. And then let's see, pull out my next one. Kind of got everything separated. Okay, I had bought this kit from Peachy Cheap, and I showed it to you. I think I got it last week or the week before. And so I'm using this. I actually bought it to go with this picture. My granddaughter, her mom, she just follow her mom around. And it's like whatever mom did, she wanted to do, if she was cooking, cleaning, whatever. So her mom was putting on makeup. She goes, "Well, this is, you know, mom makeup, and this is little girl makeup." And she gave her like face cream. And so she just put it on. She's thinking, this is not my mom's makeup. So anyhow, I'm gonna use this. I got this paper. It was actually one of my swaps from the Love RTS swap was taped to it, and I thought, oh, that's cute. So I just saved it, and I'm gonna cut out at least one of these lipsticks from here, but maybe more. I also have this I got it Tuesday morning. I was second here. I have no idea where it's from. It kind of looks like Heidi Swapp writing, if I'm not mistaken. But this one says things that make you beautiful. I thought I might use that because I thought that would be perfect to put in there, and then maybe I would use something else too, but I thought that would, it just looked perfect for that kind of thing. So I'll probably use these letters. And oh, and my friend gave me this because Alex she's got one rabbit that she loves, and I was saying, oh, I wish I would have started and put a rabbit on every single one of her layouts, like a hidden rabbit, like Janet does the hidden Mickey. So anyhow, for some reason this just makes me think of her, and she's got the same colors on. I thought I'm gonna try to tuck that in there someplace. It won't really be hidden because it's way too big. I mean, he's at least 3 inches tall, I think. And I'm gonna be using a piece of this. I was gonna use this, but I think instead I'm going to be using this houndstooth. My friend actually got it at the Dollar General, and I think I'm gonna use that instead of this, because I was just gonna use like a strip of it anyway. And I like the idea of the houndstooth actually a little better than that. And I'm gonna be using this, and this, and a border of this. So I'm gonna be using 3 papers and a border. And I'm sure that's what you still call this, even though it'll be wide, but okay, so I'm gonna be using that, and then I'll see what stickers. I've got the whole sticker sheet in here because I don't really have a plan for what I'm using, but so that will be in there. So I'm excited to do that because this is one of those pictures. It's like, oh, I want it to be about, you know, her wanting to put on the makeup, but I didn't really have a plan, and I really like this, so I think that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna put that over here. So that's two layouts. I always try to have 4. Okay, because I kind of do 4 in a week. And then my next one here is actually going to be, I'm going to be doing 4 layouts. And do I have these separated by, okay. I'm actually going to do 4 layouts of my grandchildren, the ones that live in Fort Wayne. They go to the Three Rivers Festival, and they were at the carnival area. And this is going to be Aiden, the boy twin. So I've got him a swing picture. I've got them coming out of the fun house. And this is what started the whole thing. I love this fun house picture. It's just so cute. And they're so colorful. And it's, I don't know, I just love it. It just looks like a carnival. And then I've got a picture of them on the roller coaster. Excuse me. And then on the Ferris wheel. And so these ones are for Aiden because, well, he's kind of center stage here. You can't really see any of the kids on the swing. I just know which one is him. And then he's not facing this way, but I love this picture, so I'm putting it on everybody's page. And then he's here where you can see him good. So on his, I'm going to be using some of this orange. And this was from I think a Stampin' Up 6x6 pad that I had won in a silent auction actually for the twins' school. And they did like an auction to raise money for it every year. I'm going to be using this yellow paper by Echo Park. It's called Pixie Dust, and it's from the Perfect Princess and Lori Whitlock paper. So that's going to be in there. I'm not using the fairy side. I'm going to be using some of this. I'm going to be using this star, and I don't know where it's from. It's pretty lightweight. And I'm going to be using this stripe as my background. And I realize I just said probably about 100 times. Sorry. So that's going to be Aiden's. And I'm going to try not to say again. I'm going to be using these things. I did it again. These things throughout so everybody will get a little something. And I'll try to kind of fit it to their age or what they were on, because I wish I had the Funhouse thing, but I'll try to work with their colors to get each one of them something. Okay. And then this one here, because they're all going to be a little bit different, I'll only do one of them on camera, and then the rest I will just show you. Now this one here is Tegan's, and I think hers is exactly like Aiden's, yes. Because she's on here with them, and that was kind of one of the main pictures. So, and I actually have 2 Ferris wheels, so her and Tegan and Aiden will each get a Ferris wheel off here. Because that is one that it's specific to what they are on. And their papers are hard to separate. This one I don't know what it is, so it's either in a paper pad or I bought it someplace where it was just off the thing. And this one here is a what? Teal flower. Oh, this is from Joann's, and it's a nice weight paper. I went in there one day and just bought like every color of this. And there was a couple other ones I bought like every color because it's such a nice quality paper. So that's going to be Tegan's. And they're all going to be different layouts too. Okay, and I just been kind of sorting them. Whoops, did I lose my spot? Yep, okay. So I've just been sorting them with usually that. Okay, and so here is Alex's. She's going to have this. It's from The Perfect Princess again. And this one is called Stardust Stripe. So that's what that is titled for. But I'm going to be using this turquoise side. And then I'm going to be using this yellow. And I think this is from the same collection. Nope, this is from a birthday collection. Okay. But I don't know what it is because I already ripped off cut off this branding strip. And this, again, is one of those papers. I don't know what it is. And so here is, hers are just a little bit different. I had this really awesome picture of her coming out of the fun house where she's stepping out like that. And then she's got the same picture as everybody else and the swing picture like everybody else. And then here she is on a rabbit. So, and she just, it's so funny because if you see her face on any of the rides, she just looks terrified the whole time. But my daughter said that it's an act. But on the rabbit, she just looks like, I'm so relaxed on my rabbit. So I thought I have to do that one for her. And I love this picture. It looks like an ad for Old Navy or something. I thought that was so funny. And so that's going to be hers. Oh, I guess I don't have to put them away. Okay. And then for the oldest one, Brenna. And she's the one who just turned 17 or 16. Don't need to make her any older than she is. But I love it that she goes off with the little kids and her sister, even though she's 17. And so I've got her in the roller coaster. This is where she's standing. She's getting ready to go into the through this exit of the fun house. But she got this big grin on her face, and I love that. So that's one of hers. And then she's got the 2 that everybody has. So she'll have those. This is the dot paper just always looked like a carnival to me, so that's why I keep pulling that in. And then I've got her having the stars, and then this one, it's called Petticoats and Pinstripes, and it's kind of like a sewing paper or a kit, and I picked this up at Tuesday Morning, and this is called Sassy Stripes, and so these will be her 3 papers. And so some of the kids got 4 papers, some got 3, and I'm just gonna have different arrangements for, you know, different layouts for each of them. But I'll pick whatever one's my favorite and do that on camera, and then I'll just show you the other 3. Okay, and then, oh, I gotta put that with it. And then I also already have their titles, and it's called the Three Rivers Fest, or Three Rivers Festival, but we always called it Three Rivers Fest. They always had the most awesome fireworks afterwards. And one time it was starting to rain, and they shot them all off at once. It was like the best one ever. And it lasted about 2 minutes. It was so awesome. I loved it. Okay, and then I have this kit that I bought from Peachy Cheap, and this is Ancestry, or that vintage Ancestry, and I am going to be using one paper from that, and it's the cut aparts, the 4x4 elements is called, and I'm going to be using this plaid, and I'm going to be using this because it kind of looks like wallpaper, and I'll probably be using this in a small way because I also have a picture of my husband and his kids. Okay, so this is a picture I'm going to use, and it just, every time I look at it, I think Clint Eastwood in The Good and the Bad and the Ugly when he kind of dressed like this. But I love this picture, and so I'm going to scrapbook it. I have this one that looks like a letter, so I'm going to be using that in it somehow. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm going to be using these. And then I got the clock stencil, so I thought I might use partial, you know, a little bit of that in it. And then this here, this was in some papers that were like just vintage papers that I had bought, and they were all in this size, whatever this is. And I don't have my ruler here, so I mean, it's like 6 by 8 maybe. And this one here, it says shampooing. So it looks like a label from shampoo. Oh, they got different ones on here. So I'm gonna be cutting out at least one of those because it's kind of like his color. His colors are kind of a little bit orange. So I figured I could use those. The other stuff is really not the time period. Except for maybe I could use this, but they're French. I just figured I would kind of use this in the color, so I could cut it 1 1/2 or whatever. And then the old time photo or camera that he used to use looked like these, but it had the thing that went over the head. So we'll either use this or this depending on which size I need. So I know those are the things I'll use for sure. I do have some other vintage things I could pull in, and maybe I would use some of the frames to tuck in here and there. So I've got that, and I do have this other picture of him and his 2 children, and he had cut out his ex-wife. So I'm gonna see if I might just cut them out, and because it's got this big chunk taken out of it, and I could, you know, maybe kind of color a background to get it to this color so it just kind of blends in, looks that sepia tone. But he's got a bunch of these because he used to do this. Him and his brother, they had old time photo shops, and so I've got so many pictures, but a lot of them, when you bought a picture, you had to take it home and you were supposed to rinse it that night. And I know sometimes he would bring them home and not rinse them, so some of them look deteriorated. So I need to, you know, reprint them and to save them. So that's going to be my my new photo, or my new layouts to do. And so I have, let's see, I've got I think I've really actually got 4, if I don't count, you know, having to do 4 of the same and 2 of the same for the twins. So the Three Rivers Fest and the twins St. Patrick's Day, because I figure I can kind of do 4 in a week. So I'm hoping that, you know, even though the layouts of the Three Rivers Festival will be all different layouts, I'm hoping I can put them out pretty fast. And I still have one picture. Doing the Jen Hatfield collection kind of slowed me down, but I love having that done because I feel like I have everything there. And oh, and I wanted to tell you, I actually took pictures. I took each kit out of the bag I put them in, took pictures of them, and so when I'm gonna scrapbook something, all I do is have to refer to the different pictures and see if any of those will work for me. So I just thought that was a good hack for remembering what you have in kits. And I printed them out on my Epson photo printer, and I did a 4x6, but I did 2 on each page or each photo. So it's gonna be easy for me to, you know, just flip through 10 instead of 20 because I got 2 on each page. That's what I was getting at. So have a wonderful day, and remember, if you like it, give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Bye-bye.